Hey y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push your post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. All right, you guys, so I do apologize for not doing a video yesterday. I'm not gonna do too much talking about what was going on. It just was an off day for me, and I just couldn't get myself together to do a video, so that's why I didn't do one. But jumping right into things, I did kind of somewhat prepare. Now, I haven't looked at emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of March today, but I did take a look at it yesterday, and I did see that there were a couple of more states, so I did actually write those down, and I'm going to go over those with you guys. But first things first, I did find a couple of well, I think it was one or two programs that I wanted to talk to you guys about. The first one is actually a program in New York for artists. Okay, it is a UBI, which is Universal Basic Income Program for artists. I'm going to go to the article on this side because it's going to be a little bit easier for me to read from that and give you guys the information. So give me one. All right, you guys. So it says this state will pay, which is the state of New York, will pay thousands of artists $1,000 a month through a new guaranteed income program. It says artists in New York can now get paid that $1,000 a month to create, no strings attached. The Empire State is rolling out a $125 million program called Creatives Rebuild New York, which is intended to give artists more freedom to focus on their work without the burden of financial uncertainty. Okay, to be eligible for the money, artists must be able to demonstrate financial need. Ultimately, 2,400 people will be accepted into the program and receive the stipend. Another 300 artists will receive jobs and community organizations that will pay them $65,000 per year. The program bills itself as an investment in stability. Artists need and deserve to be paid predictable and regular incomes, the website reads. Okay, the initiative is yet another experiment in guaranteed income, a cousin of Universal Basic Income, also known as UBI. Both policies have been around for decades, but they're gaining mainstream popularity, again, thanks to the pandemic, which has exacerbated financial difficulties for millions of Americans, as well as support from outspoken political candidates like Andrew Yang. Okay. Looking for no. Actually, that has nothing to do with this. Let's go on. It says the idea is simple. Give people cash without any restrictions or rules. The difference between UBI and guaranteed income is that the former generally distributes cash to broad swaths of people, while the latter tends to be targeted at specific groups like artists or low-income folks. Okay. Proponents of the policy say they can help reduce poverty and narrow the wealth gap by providing a financial cushion, to help with basic needs and unexpected expenses that reduces stress and makes it easier to stay out of debt, among lots of other benefits. Opponents say the policies are expensive, have the potential to undermine other social assistance programs, and will discourage people from participating in the labor market. Okay. It goes on to talk about some other programs that are in the works in other states. San Francisco and St. Paul, Minnesota, also have guaranteed income programs for artists, while Columbia, South Carolina is piloting a program that will give $500 a month to fathers for 2 years. Durham, North Carolina has a guaranteed income program aimed at formerly incarcerated people. Okay. So yeah, there is a website, which I will put that link down below. If you are in New York, if you are an artist, and if you have the ability to prove that you are in some type of financial need, then you want to go on this website and fill out the application. It says the deadline to submit applications for New York's new program is March the 25th. Participants will be announced sometime in June. Okay, so again, I will put the link down below to the actual website. You can go on there. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a little bit more information about it. But getting $1,000, I definitely think that they're doing better than the program I talked to you guys about the other day, where they were only going to give some money to 25 people. 2,400 is still a small amount compared to the amount of people in New York. New York is a place to go. You know, you have these states that you expect people to go for artistry, you know what I mean? California is one of them. New York, of course, is one of them. Atlanta is another one. But, you know, these places also have a very high population. And so I would expect that they will be able to, because I know that there's way more than 2,400 people, but this is an experiment. So I get that they don't want to, I guess, put an overwhelming amount of people into the program and then find out that it's not going to work. I don't think that that's case. I do think that it's going to work, but you know, it is what it is. So moving on from that, There was something else that I wanted to talk to you guys about, so I'm going to try to head back over to that. Okay, so wait. Something I found to be interesting that actually popped up on my feed yesterday. It says House Democrats failed to pass bill banning discrimination against natural hairstyles. Okay, so House Democrats have failed to pass legislation to ban discrimination against people with hairstyles that are commonly associated with a particular race or national origin. The lawmakers on Monday voted at 235 to 188 in favor of creating a respectful and open world for natural hair act, but it did not attract enough Republican votes to secure the supermajority needed to approve the legislation upon the fast track route the Democrats had put it on. Okay, the bill introduced by Representative Bonnie Coleman, which is the Democratic representative, I believe, of New Jersey, would specifically prohibit discrimination against those participating in federally assisted programs, including housing, public accommodations, and employment based on the texture of one's hair or hairstyle. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit more of this, but here's the questions that I need answers from the politicians. Why does it matter what my hair looks like? I feel like there should only be one general standard when it comes to working, and that only applies to a specific job. Like, I feel like if you're a hairstylist, then obviously you work for yourself, unless you find yourself working at a salon where they actually do pay you an hourly rate, in which case the situation is different. But I feel like there will obviously be a lot more flexibility when it comes to you styling your hair. If you're working at Macy's or, something like that, then I would think that the only rule there should be is don't come in here with outrageous colored hair. Like, don't come in here with blue hair or green hair. You know what I mean? We don't want you to come in here trying to sell retail, working in a retail environment looking like a rock and roll person. That, to me, should be the only thing that is an issue. The only thing, you know what I mean? And even still, I feel like a person's ability to express themselves creatively, whether it be through their hair, whether it be through tattoos, whether it be through their nails, or whatever the case may be, it's none of nobody's business, as long as it's not preventing that person from being able to carry out their day-to-day tasks in their jobs. I can't see why that is an issue. Now, again, I do feel like keeping things in context, there are certain situations where hair is an issue. If you're working in the kitchen, if you have very long hair, it doesn't matter what type of hair it is, but if you have very long hair, you're working in the kitchen, you're preparing food. Of course, people don't want hair in their food. Put a net around it. Keep your hair covered. That's completely different. You get what I'm trying to say? But if you're working at Target or, you know what I mean, even McDonald's, and you're not handling food, you know what I mean? I don't think that there should be an issue with the texture. And that's what's getting me. It's the texture. I feel like that is specifically targeted against people, African-American people. That's just how I feel. Because let's keep it 100. There has been a lot of articles and posts that have gone out about people not being able to work, teachers cutting children hair for no reason whatsoever, cutting biracial children hair. I mean, children who are both mixed with white or black and Hispanic. It doesn't matter, but a biracial child who has a different texture of hair, it's not completely straight, so maybe it's a little bit more curly, whatever the case may be. They're cutting their hair. Children who actually have locks, which is what I have, going to school, and they're being told as teenagers that they have to cut their hair before they come back. At a certain point, it's like, when are we going to learn? None of that stuff matters. Why does it? I wish somebody would tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why. This is one of the main reasons why. And I'm sorry I'm going on a little bit of rant here, but we keeping it real over here. Why is that an issue? I wish somebody would tell me I need to cut my locks. This is one of the main reasons why I am making it a point to really, 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 really be an entrepreneur and work for myself, because I just can't deal with all of the society rules telling me how I can and cannot look. You know what I mean? That's nobody's business, to be perfectly honest. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, let you know that it is a very serious issue, okay? It's not a very serious issue for us who have these different texture types of hair, but it is a very serious issue for the people, obviously, who don't want it. Like, why, going back to what I just read, literally, prohibit discrimination against those participating in federally assisted programs. So I can't get any assistance because of the texture of my hair, including housing. So you're not going to help put me in a situation where I can get affordable housing because of the texture of my hair. Even employment. What, again, We just talked about the scenarios where hairstyle is significant, but there's plenty of scenarios when you're working where hairstyle is not significant, okay? I just don't think that that's okay. I've even had to deal with it with my children to a certain extent. I understand. They don't want them coming to school with purple, green, yellow, and all of that kind of stuff. I get it. You're in school. They want everybody to come, you know, pretty much looking the same so that nobody looks out of place, or whatever the case may be. However, if they were to say that the kids can't have braids in their hair, you know what I mean, the types of styles that they know that we are most likely to wear, that is a problem for me. I do think that they should get rid of that rule. Who are you to tell people how they can wear their hair? And again, it's just to me, it's just another way, yet racism and social inequality finds its way to us. That's the reality of the situation. There are so many other things that's going on, you know what I mean? But this is yet another way for them to say, nope, you can't have this either. And that's ridiculous. Coleman, in a statement following the vote, accused Republicans of succumbing to the climate of the division and obstruction by not passing the Crown Act on the final day of Black History Month. Whether they do it in Black History Month, that would have been nice, but whether they do it in Black History Month or after, it still needs to be passed. Despite this temporary setback, and while I regret that Republicans chose to miss an opportunity to show unity against race-based discrimination, we will bring the Crown Act back and pass it with a simple majority, she said. We won't allow Republican antics to stand in the way of Black people having the right to live as their authentic selves. And I 100% agree with that. According to the 2019 Joy Collective study, Black women are 150% more likely to be sent home from the workplace because of their hair compared to other women. Okay. It also found that Black women are 83% more likely to report being judged more harshly on their looks. That's the truth. The reality of the situation is, and I'm gonna get off of this, we are the standard. African-American women, Black women, women of color, whatever, however you want to put it, women of color in general are the beauty standard. Yet we get judged harshly on the trends that we create. Makes no sense to me. Does it make any sense to y'all? From the floor, Coleman argued that Black people, particularly women and girls, are discriminated against and deemed unprofessional because their hair doesn't conform to white beauty standards. Our natural hair is as innate a quality of Black people as the presence of melanin in our skin. Discrimination against our hair is no different than discrimination against the color of our skin, she said. Hair discrimination forces Black people to choose between employment and existing authentically. She said Black women are 80% more to alter their hair to fit in. I'm not, like I said, I wish I would. I wish somebody would. That, I promise you, they are going to have I can't say what I want to say. I want to keep it clean on here, but it's going to be a very bad day for the person that comes to me telling me that I need to change my hair. And for this reason, that is why, again, I am trying to, and I will be successful at working for myself, because I don't ever want to work in a society or put myself in a situation where I cannot be myself authentically. Okay. Moving on from that, you guys, let's end this on a positive note because I don't want this video to be too long. So we are going to jump into emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of March. Now, I'm going to take a quick peek on here just to see if anything has changed. I'm also going to put a little quick video on, not a video, maybe a video or what do you call that? A little picture on the screen so you guys can see the names of the states that have been approved. Now, I do have them written down. I got my handy dandy documentation right here because, you know, it's the dedication for me. You probably can't see that, but for March, we are going to start things off in Alabama. Let me pull this out so I can flip it over easy. Okay, so for the month of March, emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of March, we have Alabama at April the 1st. We have Arizona March the 1st or the 2nd. Colorado March the 6th through the 11th. Delaware March the 23rd. DC regular issuance. Georgia March the 28th through the 31st. Hawaii April the 12th. Illinois March the 21st through the 29th. Indiana the 5th through the 23rd. Odd days only and staggered. Iowa, March the 1st through the 10th. Kentucky, March the 2nd through the 19th. Louisiana, March the 5th, the 12th, the 19th, and the 26th. Maine, March the 10th. Maryland, March the 1st through the 31st. So pretty much all month long. At some point, you'll be getting them in Maryland. Michigan, we have, where to go? March 19th through the 28th. And then we have New Jersey, March the 1st through the 5th. We have New Mexico, March the 1st through the 31st. I don't see New York on here as of yet. Then, did I say New Mexico? Yeah, I did. Then we're going to jump over to North Carolina, which is going to go from March the 22nd through the 31st. Ohio is going to be March the 24th. Oklahoma, March the 10th through the 15th. Oregon, March the 10th, the 30th, and then April 1st. Pennsylvania, we have March the 17th through the 19th, the 22nd through the 26th, the 29th through, and the 30th, and then May 6th for a final run. Rhode Island tomorrow, which is March the 3rd. South Carolina, we have March the 1st through the 19th. Texas, we have March the 7th through the 11th, but please give it all the way up until the end of the month. Utah, we have March the 27th. Virginia, we have March the 16th. Washington, we have March the 2nd through the 20th. West Virginia, we have March the 3rd, and then a final run April the 13th. March the 19th for Wisconsin, and then May 7th for a final run. And it doesn't look like any additional states has been added on for March benefits between yesterday and today. As always, you guys, I hope this information was in some way helpful or useful to you guys in the least little bit. If you have not already, don't forget to smash that like button, because it really does help to let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing and you want me to stick around. Also, you guys, I'm going to say, I had something in my mind, but I just lost my train of thought, but whatever. At the end of the day, you guys, as always, remember to live, love, and elevate. And I will definitely see you guys in my next video. Peace. Bye, y'all.